Comedian Bert Kreischer shares the unexpected way Whitney Houston helped his family, exclusive. In People's new YouTube series, Roast My Life, Bert Kreischer recalls how Whitney Houston stepped in to help when his family couldn't afford a very expensive dentist in Beverly Hills. In People's new YouTube series, Roast My Life, comedian Bert Kreischer reveals how Whitney Houston helped his family in an unexpected way. Bert recalled that the late singer paid for his daughter's dental procedure when they couldn't afford a very expensive dentist in Beverly Hills. Bert joked about the way his wife Leanne Kreischer tells the story versus him. Bert Kreischer received an unexpected helping hand from Whitney Houston. In People's new YouTube series Roast My Life, the comedian, 52, recalls going to a very expensive dentist in Beverly Hills after his daughter Georgia, now 20, broke her jaw at 4 years old. The Bertcast host says Georgia had to be put under for the procedure, noting, "And they told me, we can't find a vein. We need you to put her under." And I was like, I'm 35 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a brand new dad. I go, "Baby, we're gonna put the gas over your face, and you're gonna breathe evenly, and you're gonna go to sleep," he remembers telling her. And then Georgia, 4 years old, looks at me and goes, "What if I don't wake up?" And I was like, great question. Great question. I look at the doctors, and I said to these dentists, I go, "If she dies, do we bring the body home with us?" And they're like, "Whoa, what are talking about?" The experience led Bert to start panicking alongside his wife, Leanne Kreischer. He adds, "I start crying uncontrollably. Go to the waiting room. I'm crying so bad." People in the waiting room are freaking out. They're watching a grown man sob. Leanne's crying. There's a kid with his dad who's like, "Dad, you said it wasn't gonna be that bad." Bert also remembers one woman trying to soothe me and make eye contact, but he notes, doesn't happen after 10 minutes. The doctor delivered good news and revealed Georgia was fine. He says everyone in the waiting room then celebrated with an applause. The couple then went to see their daughter in a beautiful receiving room following the procedure. He admits, "It's a really expensive dentist, and I don't know how we're gonna afford this." Leanne's got Georgia in her lap. Georgia's got gauze. She's still asleep. I'm standing watching, and all of a sudden, the door opens to that room, he recalls, noting that the same woman who was trying to soothe him in the waiting room came through the door. She puts her hand on my shoulder and goes, "It's tough being a daddy." I look, it's Whitney Houston. Swear to God, he recalls of the singer, who died on February 11th, 2012, the day before the Grammy Awards, after she accidentally drowned in a hotel room. That's how we got the anesthesiologist. She paid for the whole thing. She paid for the whole thing. We didn't have the money, and Whitney Houston, God rest her soul, took care of us. However, Bert teases his wife tells the story differently, joking that she begins by saying, "Did we ever tell you about the time we met Whitney Houston? Like you just buried the lead, Leanne," he says. Tell the story. The story is good, and then wham, Whitney Houston. No, but I knew it was Whitney Houston. It doesn't matter. The point is she came into the room. The reveal, Leanne, he adds, to which his wife told him, "But I want to sound stupid in the story. How am I gonna not know that's Whitney Houston? This is what it's like being married to that woman." Bert tied the knot with Leanne in December 2003. They welcomed Georgia in June 2004, and daughter Isla arrived 2 years later in July 2006. The comedian isn't shy about bringing up his children during his shows and specials, including his 2025 Netflix special, Bert Kreischer, Lucky. While discussing Bert's storytelling ability on an April 2023 episode of her mom's audio show, Wife of the Party, Georgia said, "I love telling stories. I understand why Dad does it for a living," and added that she would rather tell stories than be on her phone. Subscribe for more untold celebrity stories.